It's now or never. Wait till you see that sunshine blaze.
Well, you can have a very romantic Valentine's Day being serenaded by one of the most classic American voices. Michael Feinstein will be at the Smith Center paying tribute to the late, great Tony Bennett. And he joins us now here live on More. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great, Alyssa. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us. We want to know how you first fell in love with this kind of music.
I was 5 years old, and my parents were playing it in the home, and it was music that appealed to me more than the pop music that I was hearing on the radio, and I just started playing it on the piano, and I got a lot of attention for doing that, and I fell in love with the lyrics, even though I was pretty young. So it was the way the songs told stories, and I also discovered that when you sing and play the piano, you get a lot of attention. So as a kid, that encouraged me to keep doing it.
Oh, I bet. An old soul who, but like every 5-year-old, loved attention. And Michael, as the founder of the Great American Songbook Foundation, do you worry that as the years go by, people will stop appreciating this type of music?
I don't think people will ever stop appreciating this music because I think it will grow and last like Beethoven or Shakespeare. I think it's timeless, no question. But the Great American Songbook Foundation has a program every year called the Songbook Academy. And we have high school kids from all over the United States who come and participate in these workshops to learn about American popular song, classic song. And these young kids, when they hear the music, they respond to it and they fall in love with it. So I know that it will continue.
That's amazing. So tell us about your tribute to Tony Bennett at the Smith Center.
Tony Bennett was very nice to me when I was a young up-and-coming singer. He was so kind. He would not only encourage me, but the fact that he paid attention to me helped to bring me attention, just as Sinatra gave me attention. And Tony would take me to clubs to hear different pianists. And one time he gave me a box of throat lozenges that he could only get from London that he wanted to share. So I wanted to not only share his incredible musical legacy, but talk about the man and share the reasons that he became great and tell anecdotes that are fun and put him in a context of the continuum of this music. I mean, what he did was introduce so many people to classic American song, and he changed the fabric of our American culture. So it's a great honor to be able to continue that and to say that he was my friend.
I love that. And with classics like I Left My Heart in San Francisco and Over the Rainbow, do you have a favorite Tony Bennett song?
Probably Fly Me to the Moon, because that song was one that he always included in every concert, and I think it has an emotional depth that touches everybody.
I love that. Okay, so tell us why this would make for a great Valentine's Day date.
There is no more romantic music than the Great American Songbook. When you're talking about songs like Love Is Here to Stay, how do you keep the music playing? I Left My Heart in San Francisco. There's songs that go deeply to the heart, and they're songs that make us feel better about life and connect us in a very human way on a level that other art cannot do. So if you want to get really romantic, this is the place to be.
It could really set the mood for the rest of the night.
Yes, it reminds me that Frank Sinatra was on the Tonight Show years ago, and Johnny Carson said, "Who do you listen to when you want to get romantic?" He said, "Do you listen to yourself?"
That's amazing. Do you remember his answer?
I don't. I don't think he gave a definitive answer. But yeah, like I listen to all the great singers. You know, I listen to Rosemary Clooney and Peggy Lee and to Tony and to Frank, and you know, it's quite a legacy.
And you worked with a lot of them, and we know you mentioned Tony Bennett was a dear friend of yours. Did you ever get to sing alongside him?
Yes, Tony and I did sing together on one occasion. And I've had the chance to work with Nancy Wilson, with Keely Smith, with Rosemary Clooney, with Liza Minnelli. And to work with all of them was amazing because they taught me so much about interpreting the music and about showmanship and about the joy of what this music represents. So the whole thing to me is almost sacred, but it's also fun. I mean, my God, this is my living. This is what I do for a living, and that sometimes I can't believe that. I'm pinching myself.
I bet. You know, I'm really glad that you mentioned talking about interpreting the music, because I think as somebody who appreciates music, for the listeners, you can really tell when somebody is invested in what they're singing or not.
You're so right. That is the key. That is what made these people famous, because anyone can sing the melodies and sing the lyrics, but when you're really interpreting it and when you're inside of it, people feel it. They feel the difference, because it causes an emotional reaction that quite different from just doing it superficially.
Oh, 100%. You can tell certain songs on the radio today, you're not picturing the singers feeling the music. You're picturing them in a studio on take number 27. You know, you can really tell. So we're so delighted to talk to you. Of course, you can see Michael Feinstein in my tribute to Tony Bennett, Because of You, next Wednesday, Valentine's Day at 7:30 at Reynolds Hall at the Smith Center. Very quickly before we go, why did you call it Because of You?
That was one of his first major hits, and because of him, he's one of the people that made it possible for me to be here and to do what I do.
All right. Michael, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Have so much fun at the Smith Center. It is gorgeous.
Thank you, Alyssa, for everything.